SEN Spirit, Jared with you right across the southwest, and it's now time to catch up with the team from Reading and SW1 Homes. We've got Josh and Shannon in the studio with us. How are you, team?
Fantastic.
Morning, well, thank you.
Great to have you in. And as I like to start off with, we like to talk about the two brands, Reading and SW1 Homes. Very different brands, both building houses, obviously. But can you tell us a little bit about the difference between the two brands, Shannon?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got the two brands here in the southwest. SW1 Homes is more for that first home buyer or investor. They're looking to get into a home at quite a punchy price point. We can build them quite quickly because we don't permit a whole lot of changes. We have some pre-designed selections that people can just pick from so they don't have to labour over pre-start. But then we also have our Reading product, and that's we find people that are building their second home or their forever home come to us in the Reading building because they know they can customise the plan, they can pick any upgrades they like, and we do sort of build in areas that maybe other project builders don't necessarily like to go. But yeah, if you're unsure, you can walk into either building and we'll be able to assist you in the Homemaker Centre there.
And you mentioned there a little bit about the length of building time, and that's where the SW1 product is great because people looking to get into that home a little bit quicker, got things organised. It's a bit of an easier building process, if that's a way to say it.
Yeah, absolutely. We kind of the Reading product's more for people that want to pick and choose and change where walls go and things like that, whereas SW1, the way we can do it quickly and quite affordable is to have less changes, but we do have build time guarantees on both brands at the moment. But yeah, SW1, we've been getting homes up pretty quickly lately, which is cool.
Fantastic. Going to chat to the team about both brands, but we're here going to talk a bit of finance today. It's the part that no one really likes to talk about.
It's good news this time for once.
It is good news. We always like to have the house. It's the money side that we always sort of disappear on trees, but it doesn't. Josh, finance, it's a very, very big one, isn't it?
It's a huge one. And obviously we're seeing a lot in the marketplace at the moment around that finance. Obviously late last week, we've had the rate cut that's come through from the Reserve Bank. That's the third that we've had this year. So consumer sentiment is really up and about around that third rate cut. Banks are obviously looking to loan people a lot more money. And on average, you're seeing roughly with a 0.25 rate cut that we're averaging at the moment, you're seeing about $18,000 to $20,000 in increased lending. So it's big news for those home buyers out there that are looking to get in and build their new home.
I think as well as the lending, like if you've got a $600,000 mortgage with the rate cut, you're sort of saving $100 a week, and you're thinking, well, if you're renting, has your rent come down that much? Maybe the time is now to compare and look at what you're paying.
Interesting point. If you across let's say a month is 4 weeks, which is a little bit more than that, we know, but $400, that's maybe a week, or depending on where you're renting, it can make a huge difference and could be paying off your own home, which is great. And like you mentioned, this the Reading or the SW1 home option around that. But Keystart has also made a bit of a change, Shannon.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that announcement was yesterday.
No, this morning actually. So Keystart have come out and they've lifted their property limits across the state. So previously we were at $730,000, and that's now been bumped up to $800,000. Obviously, Keystart being a low deposit finance option for people coming into the new home building space. There are some criteria around it, particularly if you're a single person looking to obviously borrow money. There is a income limit cap of $148,000, and if you're a couple or a family, there's that income limit of $218,000. But a really good finance option for those people that may not have that deposit requirement that your banks ordinarily require.
And I guess it comes back to a little bit to the rent there as well. You might be paying, could be paying more in rent than what your mortgage could actually be at the end of the day. There's obviously the process of going through and building the home, but at the end of it, you could have your own piece of property that's yours.
Absolutely. And I think we've mentioned in a few of these, you could have your own piece of property, and by the time you're in it, it's actually gone up in value from when you started building it.
And that's definitely something that we're going to continue to see. Obviously, from a property market, overview, particularly in the southwest, we are seeing those values in properties continue to uplift, and the sentiment obviously coming into spring, both in the established market and the new homes, is buoyant. So you're going to see more people want to continue to buy and build, and obviously as that continues, those property prices are going to increase.
And you're not lining up with the 150 other people for a rental as well. That obviously there's a lot more than what we've spoke about, which you've got to go through the process, but the process is made easy by the team at Reading and SW1 Homes. You can go through and talk finance, talk Keystart. That's why we love to have these chats, because it gets a bit of information out there and then you can go find out the rest.
Yeah, I think as well, just on the Keystart stuff, people probably don't realise deposit from as little as 2%, and you can actually use your first homeowner's grant towards that. So that's $10,000 there straight away with the grant. There's heaps more information like that out there, and we'd love to see people come in and have a chat so we can explain it all to them, because it is positive news.
Huge.
Yeah, and it's all about making the process easy as well, because obviously the finance and the Key Start is the one, where we go, oh, I'd like to know a little bit more about that, and this can get me my new home. Come and chat to the team at Red Ink and SW on. Not only do you know all about the back end there, you know about the building side and the process around that.
The fun part.
The fun part. And also then the land that's available as well, because that's also on the other side of that. There is land releases happening that you know about before the general public might know about, so they can start chatting about land as well.
Yeah, that's right. We've got sales representatives all the way from Margaret River to up here, north of Bunbury, and they live and breathe the community in which they work. So they're really aware of any land releases coming up or any sort of infill blocks that come on the market in a specific spot. So just because you can't find it, I guess, on realestate.com doesn't mean it doesn't exist. We really suggest coming in and engaging with a builder early, because they might know something that maybe you're not aware of yet.
Fantastic. And Shannon, can you just run through how we can get in contact one more time?
Absolutely. So you can look at either of our SW1 Homes or Red Ink Southwest websites, or SW1 Homes there in between Rebel Sport and JB Hi-Fi in the Homemaker Centre. And then Red Ink Southwest, we have a showroom behind Bunnings there, which is on Warehouse Street in the Homemaker Centre. And we also have an office in Busselton on the corner of Kent and Queen Street.
Fantastic. Josh and Shannon, thanks for taking the time out and giving us a little bit of information around the finance, and hopefully it's helped people out there. And again, go and see the team at Red Ink and SW1 Homes and have those further chats. Ask any questions you need. No question is a silly question. That's one thing that we've learned over these chats. So go in and see the team and they'll be able to help you out. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks so much.